Well, I want to talk about doll magic because a customer recommended me, well, asked of me to basically make a video on doll magic. Well, there's many types of dolls, and there's many styles of dolls, created, many colors, and all of them do something different whatsoever. Like, I'm not gonna break down the deep science on how to work dolls itself, because that's for this my videos are for experienced people, and again, I can't really reveal too much secrets behind this stuff, Well, I want to first off start off by saying many people have read that each doll is capable of doing something, each color means something, and I would say that is true. But a lot of things associated with the dolls in their capabilities are not true. See, we have been taught that doll magic is supposed to represent an individual. Contrary, I say. If anything, the doll is a force that exists outside of our universe. It's energy. See, the thing is, when you do something to the doll, whether it's good or bad, it tells the force that exists in the outside realm that influences this realm to do something. It is you're sending a message. Whatever you do to the doll, the spirit of that doll takes it as a command. So, depending on what type of doll it is, each doll will respond different to what you do to that doll. See, I say this. Dolls are very powerful. And that's why I tell people, when you're working with dolls, you got to know what type of doll you're working with. Or basically, the spirit of the doll. Because some dolls, if you piss them off, they can bring illness. Some of them can actually bring upon accidents. So, when you're working with dolls, I would say, get this Hollywood concept of dolls out of your mind. Like everything's supposed to instantly happen. Now, I will say about what Hollywood actually brings into light. Some of it is actually true. What you do to the doll happens to you. Let me explain something. Wait, let me say something. Let me clarify that up. What you do to the doll, if it's directed to a specific target, what you do to that doll, it's going to manifest in the person's life. See, I'm not going to go too much in detail about certain things whatsoever, but I think most of you have in mind of what I'm talking about. It may not manifest within, let's just say, the first second you do it. It may start to manifest days down the line, or even weeks down the line. It all depends on how much you're focusing on the doll. How much time you're focusing on the doll. So, a doll can be used for good or evil. All dolls have things that they're capable of doing. And that's for the experienced person to basically find out what the capability is. Listen, there's a lot of things on the internet telling you to do this, do that. Listen, most of the stuff is wrong. You're going to piss that force off, and that force is going to retaliate on you. So, with that said, I want to conclude this video, and I'll definitely say by saying, dolls are very powerful tools to work with, but you got to know what you're doing. If not, you're going to get hurt. There's a client of mine who recently placed a doll in the wrong place. I believe a weight fell on her foot and now her foot's broken. Yes, So when I tell people what to do, when I mail you guys a product, whether it's dolls, whether it's other things, this is just a general rule. Watch out where you put it. You know what I'm saying? As I always tell you, put it in a place where it's by itself and not annoyed or bothered by anything else. Because if you don't do that, you're opening yourself up to actually being harmed. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.